what we see right here signifies the verification that the future of flight is secure at Sun and Fun, and that we're no longer focused on once a year trying to put together a great fundraiser to support what we do at Sun and Fun, but now year-round having aviation education activities that will focus on building better citizens through aviation through all of Polk County, and hopefully within the future, all the central part of Florida and ultimately across the United States, as we set an example for many schools and entities to come together and share the experience and love of aviation with the next generation, who are our best hope for a brighter future through aviation. So having said that, with this airplane up here, I'm going to ask if I can get David Sutton, who is the manager for all aircraft acquisitions and sales from FedEx, to address us with this kind gift, because we don't own it yet. This is only a tease till he makes it official.
All right, John, thank you, and we will make it official right now. We present you with this deed of gift from FedEx Express. The ownership of the aircraft is yours. Well, thank you, John. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My notes actually say good morning, but I guess we got through that. Thank you so much for your patience, your perseverance, for being here and going and coming back. And, well, hey, you know what they say about airplanes. Time to spare, go by air. You hang around airplanes long enough, you're going to take a delay now and then. So thank you again for your endurance. It's great to be here with you today, and we appreciate your being here. Well, President Lienhoutz, Director Conrad, Director Bradner, distinguished guests. It's a distinct pleasure for me to be here with you in Lakeland this afternoon. And on behalf of all FedEx Express team members in this region, it is my privilege to be a part of the special dedication event at the Florida Air Museum. Well, I'd like to introduce to you a few members of the FedEx family who are with us today. Mel Sachs. Mel, raise your hand. Mel is the manager of field line maintenance out of Fort Lauderdale. We appreciate him being here to help with the transition. Also, David Parham. David? David is a senior aviation maintenance technician out of Orlando. Thank you for being here as well. Appreciate all your help. Well, I'd like to also acknowledge our air show flight crew who brought the aircraft to this day's ceremony. A nice couple of passes, guys. That was great. Captain Paul Shoeline, First Officer Grant Story, and Second Officer Tim Welker. Thanks for a great job. And by the way, I want to tell you that it was not their fault that the airplane was late. So you guys are definitely off the hook.
Don't blame them.
And nice arrival. You made up for it. Well, founded. Also, I wanted to mention too, Beth Rush, who is my colleague in Memphis in aircraft acquisitions and sales. She runs our donations program, and she makes things like this happen. So thanks to her. Well, a little bit of the FedEx story. Founded in 1973 with a small fleet of Dassault Falcon jets, FedEx grew rapidly after the deregulation of air cargo in 1977. Well, this allowed FedEx to use larger aircraft, such as the Boeing 727. Well, today FedEx operates almost 700 aircraft, including still 28 Boeing 727s, as well as Airbus A300s, A310s, McDonnell Douglas MD-10s and MD-11s, Boeing 757s, 777s, and very soon, brand new 767s from Boeing. Well, leveraging its unmatched air route authorities and extensive air-ground infrastructure, Federal Express connects markets in more than 220 countries within just 1 to 2 business days. These markets comprise 90% of the world's economic activity. This Boeing 727-200, registration November 265 Fox Echo, serial number 21671, was manufactured in September 1979 for Air Canada. In February 1993, I took delivery of this aircraft from Air Canada, and until just last month, in fact just a few days ago, she has been faithfully hauling packages for Federal Express. So, after 14 years in passenger service at Air Canada and 20 years in cargo service at FedEx, in those 34 years, this aircraft has accumulated 52,230 flight hours and 32,255 landings, including its final flight here to Lakeland. Yeah, at FedEx we have the tradition of naming our aircraft after the children of employees. And that's why you will note on the other side of the nose of the aircraft the name Paul. Paul is the son of James Archer, a senior global vehicle technician in Memphis, and a 31-year FedEx employee. Paul was a University of Memphis graduate and worked at the Naval Base in Millington, Tennessee. Well, as a brief historical note, you know, in 1978-79, when we began replacing the original FedEx cargo Falcons with 727-100 freighters, which incidentally carried 5 times the payload of the Falcon, we all wondered, how in the world are we ever going to fill these airplanes up? Well, the FedEx 727 fleet grew to over 200 aircraft, and it was the world's largest 727 fleet. So the venerable Boeing 727 has served as the backbone of the Federal Express domestic fleet for the past 35 years. Marvelous airplane. FedEx's aircraft donation program dates back to 1995, when we began phasing out some of our older 727-100s. Well, after many of the aircraft were sold and some retained for parts to support our existing fleet, the question was raised, what is the remaining aircraft? Well, after a request came in from the FAA's Atlantic City Research Facility for us to donate an aircraft for their studies on aging aircraft, the donation sounded like a pretty good idea. So since that time, we have received more than 300 requests for aircraft. The second donation went to the Children's Museum of Memphis, where a nose section of an aircraft was incorporated as a hands-on video simulation for takeoff and landing, and boy, the children just love it. And after that, the program was off and running. It's now in full swing, and to date, 62 retired 727 aircraft have been donated. We have a mix of recipients, all educational in nature, the museums to spark the aviation interest in youth, the A&P schools, so that aircraft technicians can have real hands-on experience, and also because FedEx hires its employees from these schools, and airport fire departments and law enforcement agencies, so we can all fly a little safer. This aircraft donation symbolizes the community spirit of FedEx Express and its employees. That spirit is one of sharing and giving back where we can in all the communities, large and small, where we live and work. So whether it's an important package, or in this case an aircraft, we deliver it to a community that we call home. We're honored to be able to help. We are equally proud to provide a tool that will be an important part of educational initiatives of the museum and for the technical training school. My hope is the hope of FedEx that this aircraft will contribute to the critical hands-on training that is essential to the skill set of the next generation of aircraft technicians, and to the children to ignite their interest in this fabulous enterprise of aviation. It's through this donation, similar to other donations we've made through the years, that we are continuing our excellent track record of support for education. Our role in the success this aircraft brings to students is modest compared to the contribution these same students will make to their communities and places of work in the near future. Our message, however, is as bold as the aspirations they bring to their chosen craft. It is a message that by working together, we can make good, positive things happen. Before closing, I want to take a quick moment to express my gratitude to the many FedEx people, locally and in Memphis, who were instrumental in making today's delivery possible, and to thank the leaders of the Florida Air Museum and the local and the Central Florida Aerospace Academy and the local officials for the coordination effort required to place the donated aircraft here. Again, it is with pleasure that FedEx Express is here today to share this unique occasion. Our best wishes are with the museum and its STEM curriculum, and to the Academy and its new A&P program, and to their many fine students, some of whom are here today. Now, John, if I had a set of keys, I'd give them to you. But let me just say, step up here, please, sir. But let me just say, on behalf of our chairman, Fred Smith, and the more than 300,000 team members of FedEx, it gives me great pleasure to present you with this aircraft. So train well. Thank you.